Hello and welcome to page, what are we on now? 46 of my graphic novel of comic strips titled Found Earth. I found some catchy new music. There will be some subtitles at the bottom there with the name of the band and the title of the song at about the 8-minute mark. I put more than I used, but I have a collection of music that I'm rotating through, and so I'll just give credit to everybody. Yeah, we're just chugging right along at this point. This was another page that was done all in one sitting, and I don't know how I cranked it out. I think I was in a groove. I think I was doing more than one page a week at this point, and I think I was just kind of chugging along and found a rhythm, and so I was able to get it all done at once. Some of the page layouts, some of the forms are simple as well. Some of these longer pages that take multiple videos and some that take multiple days have some pretty complex layouts. So yeah, start off with what looks like a regular pencil. I think nope, it's a carpenter's pencil, and lay out the rough shapes, and it's just routine at this point. It's just a matter of getting the image down on the paper and getting it out there. Let's see, the past couple of times I've talked about the SuperColor short that I'm working on that I'm going to add to the and now the news. I've talked about my ideas for improving sales at Comic-Cons when I get to that point. I've talked about this puppy being a bit of a disruption to the normalcy of the last year. I think I got used to not having a puppy, and then we got a puppy, and now we have to train the puppy, and so yeah, it's a disruption, but we're just talking about it just reminds me to insist upon the time to do the thing that I need to do, that I feel I need to do, that I'm doing, which is get these books made. Lots of stories to be made. Sometimes I miss out on stuff. Sometimes I'm not there to hug on the kids on Saturday mornings and just relax and watch TV with them, but I know that when I get these books made, it'll be a good example for them to see their father put his head down and get something done and have it produced and not quit no matter how long it takes. And I think the example of that is probably, well, at least I hope it at least is just as good as being able to spend an hour or two curled up on a couch with them on Saturday mornings. I try to do that at some point during the end of the day or on a different day so that it's not completely missed out. I have a very definitive time that I do these drawings, and it's Saturday mornings between 5 and noon. And if I have to wake up early Sunday mornings at 5 and work until about 7 and then get ready for church. But those are the very definite times that I have to work on it. If I want to do some rough sketches or any other extra kind of art, I tend to do it at my lunchtime at my 9 to 5, which isn't really 9 to 5, it's more 10 to 7. But yeah, it's just something. I compartmentalize everything, so that's what seems to work for me. To have this definite time when I have to do this, and that routine, I think, helps me to be as creative as I can be with the limited time that I have for it. Hopefully sometime in the future it'll be, you know, something that I can wake up in the morning, kiss everybody goodbye, go down to my basement or off to my studio and spend, you know, 8 hours doing this a day and crank out some stuff, because I have a whole lot of stuff to make. And I don't know why I know why I waited so long to do this, but upon reflection, I think that I may have made a mistake waiting this long to get started on it. But I don't have a time machine, and I don't think anybody else does yet, so I'm just going to have to deal with that and accept it and move on from there. And I think that, you know, that goes with the adage, you know, when's the best time to plant a tree? Well, the best time to plant a tree was 20, 30 years ago. The second best time is now. So I'm planting my tree now. Well, as of a year or two ago. I think I've been at this for more than a year now. I'm not quite halfway done. 23 pages into the second volume. There's 3 volumes. They're all 65 pages long each. And it's just plug away at it. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. And maybe by the time I'm done, I'll actually know what I'm doing, because I'm learning as I go, and you're watching me learn as I go. And I appreciate it. And it's like everything else that I've ever learned how to do, I learned by doing. And yeah, there's schools for this kind of thing, but they don't guarantee a job. They're expensive, and really what you do at the school is you just make comics. So I can learn stuff off the internet. I learned things from Todd McFarlane. I learned things from Jim Lee. I learned things from Rob Liefeld. I learned things from the guy who made Bone and Serbius and random people on the internet and podcasters. And so I don't really feel that I need to go to college for this particular thing. Now, if I want to learn a trade or something like that, then yeah, I'd have to go back to school. But for this, I think it's just in the making and doing the best I can with it that leads to improvement and more professionalism and just keeping at it. I'm enjoying doing this. I hope you're enjoying watching. Part of me is getting antsy to get on to the next project, though. I've got some really cool stuff that I want to do, and in a completely different style. And I know that I've said this before, and it might be getting old to the people that are just, you know, listening to this, but I seriously can't wait to get started on the next stuff, to see where this all takes me. I could do this for the next 40 years. I know I just turned 40, and I don't know what my life expectancy is. I could get hit by a bus tomorrow, but I could do this for the next 40 or 50 years. If I die at my drawing table making art and stories, that would be perfectly okay. And so I guess that's my passion, and I really hope that you guys find a passion like that in your life. So I guess I kind of rambled there for 9.5 minutes. Let's say a special thank you to Scott Snyder and Joe Lambden. You guys have stuck with me this whole time, and I appreciate it. And the money's still sitting there going towards the ISBN numbers, so we're going to get this stuff published and get it out there for everybody. And thank you so much for watching the video. Go to the Patreon page, www.patreon.com/Alan Dunlap, all one word, and throw in a buck or few, you know, whatever. Have fun, and I'll talk to you next week. All right.